while life feels like it's moving really fast, it's easy to be distracted, to feel too busy, or even be overwhelmed by the pace that life's unraveling. Yeah, among the noise, among the madness, I feel like there's a state that we can all achieve where things click and we can trust and move with ease. In my last video, I spoke about the two mindsets that I live by, and one of them being urgency and one of them being flow. And I want to talk about flow and how we can get closer to achieving it and find that state, and the power that brings when we do reach it. Now, I know through making music and spending my hours being creative that it's normally when I get out of the way of myself that I reach that flow state in making music. And I think the same applies for day-to-day life. With making music, when I have no expectation, no pressure on what the outcome's going to be, it's normally then that I feel like I kind of can make some really good stuff. And applying that to daily life is the same. It's about being present. It's about understanding that we're connected to something greater than we are, and that our souls are on a mission, and that we're here to understand ourselves more and more and more, and learn lessons along the way. And day by day, being open to being guided and trusting and letting go is something that I feel allows us to be in a bit more of a flow. And achieving that is the key, right? That's something that we want to be able to get to, is understanding that there's things going on that are greater than us and bigger than us, and our souls are on a mission, as I just said. So if you struggle to feel that, and you might be thinking, like, connected to what, a nice way, or a good way, I think, to picture this is to picture or imagine your younger self, like the little boy in you, the little girl in you that was innocent and also had all the chapters that you've been through and are going through still ahead of them. You know, that innocence, that connection. If you can connect to that in your mind, I think that helps understand your soul's journey and the soul that you were born with, and that you're still that same person that you are today when you were 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And that brings a certain closeness to connection of self. And tapping into that innocence, I think, is important, because it brings sort of a love for yourself, for you to like pat yourself on the back and think, wow, I've been through all these things that younger self didn't know I was going to go through. Maybe on a soul level it did, but you in the 3D body didn't know that yet. And that's a little pat on the back moment. That's what I mean by being connected. Now, finding flow in life, I feel, allows us to keep walking this path with clarity and put one foot in front of the other, heading in a direction that's for your best self, and for what your younger self would want, for what your soul's screaming you to do, and really step into embodying that, yeah, I'm on this path and I'm here to learn what I'm here to learn and do what I'm here to do. And there's a way we can walk that path with a bit more ease by getting out the way of ourselves. As I said, with the music, finding flow within music is very much, for me, been about getting out the way of myself and putting one foot in front of the other and walking it and allowing what needs to come. So I want to talk about flow and how being present, I think, is a key part of finding flow, or at least helps get out of the way of yourself and start connecting and get the signs when you need to get them, and trust and let go. Now, although there's many ways to be present and to get to that point where you truly feel present in the moment, there's one thing that's been a game changer for me, and that I realised you can't not be present whilst being in this frame of mind, and by doing this little exercise or practice, whatever you want to call it. And that is just by listening to what is actually going on around you, because you can't not be present when your ears are wide open and all your mind is focused on is the sounds that are going on. You're going to hear a bird, and in that split second you hear the bird, you're going to notice that the bird's just tweeted or just sang. And a car's going to go past, and you're going to notice that the car's just gone past. And it might sound a bit silly, but try it. I really recommend you try it, because it's huge. You know, it's a game changer to actually find that peace and be in the moment and not be thinking about things you've got to do later, or things that happened, or even good things, even pleasant thoughts. But to get out of that frame of mind where you're just thinking and not actually being aware of the situation, the moment that you're currently in, this changes that. You can really be aware, so much so that it's a bit trippy, I find, thinking, wow, what's actually happening now? And it'll be these different sounds that come and go that really allow you to see what you're in and find some peace, and this gets you out of the way of yourself. I find it allows you to truly be present, and there's a lot of power in that. It's a great exercise to do, because you can't not be present whilst being in that, just by truly being open, having your ears wide open to what's going around you. Now, all these little sounds, the birds that tweet, the noises that come, or little things that happen, you might be a car horn from across the road, or a conversation that you can hear in the distance. You don't notice all these things when you're thinking in your mind, when you're filling that moment with thoughts about the past or the present or the future, But by truly being in the present and listening to the sounds around you, it's a great exercise to do, and I really recommend you that you try it. And this has been a game changer for me. There's a book called Wherever You Go, There You Are. It's an amazing book. I recommend it. I might do a video on it actually, because that really brings simplicity into life of each action, each moment, and each step, and how to truly be present with it, and that we should be more present with it. And it's harder to achieve that in this day and age, with everything that goes on, and how much entertainment we've got, and how many things that we can be doing. So yeah, try it. Let me know how you get on with it, because it truly is fascinating when you actually just stop and have your ears wide open. And it's quite a beautiful thing to do, and a very calming thing to do, a very peaceful thing to do. And it's, even if there's a bit of chaos going on around you, it's still a good practice. It can still be quite peaceful, because you're just truly in the moment and being separate from any thoughts, anything that's going on other than the sounds that you can hear going on around you. Hear them come, hear them go, hear them come, hear them go. And that's one thing that's been a game changer for me in moments when I'm just sitting. It can be easy to pick up your phone, or, as I said, to start thinking about something, but just to pause and think, actually, I'm going to take this moment just to listen to what's going on, and see the beauty that comes, and the beauty that's all around us in these different sounds, and the hustle and bustle of daily life in those moments. So to grab those moments in your day of being truly present can sometimes feel a bit daunting, because you think, how do I do that? Is that a meditation? And of course, yeah, you can do the meditation, and I encourage that, but I feel like this is a form of meditation, of actually just stopping, sitting, and not thinking about the past or the future, and just being fully aware of the moment that you're in. What this does is to allow you to be open, to be guided, to see the synchronicities and follow the heart, come from a place of truth, and to understand that you really are on your own journey, a unique path, and to allow each step in that journey and in that path to show itself. You'll have clarity that it's for your best self, and that you don't have to force it, you'll attract it. And all these things for me sum up what it is to be living in flow, or in a little bit more of a flow, amongst all the hustle and the bustle of today's world. We can really tap into it and trust that we do get the signs, we do get the messages, and we do have the instincts, and it's just being in a place where you can recognise them, listen to them, and trust them, that they're for your best self, and be able to determine what is honest and what is your soul calling you to do something and step into and learn the lessons, and what's not, what's just distraction and busyness, and you not turning up for your soul's best interest and your life's best interest.